This is the new generation BMW X4, and in the next 4 minutes you're going to know everything about it. Everything, including how you're going to have to be tough because haters are going to hate. Oh, there's the music. We're running out of time. We've got to get going.
In the beginning, there was the BMW X6. Well, it wasn't the beginning, it was just 2008. Anyway, it was the first prestige SUV to almost completely take the utility out of sports utility vehicle, thanks to that coupe-like roofline. But it sold really well considering how it looks, and even BMW was surprised how many people liked it. Truth is, we've always loved beautiful ugly things. There's the Concorde, the Mona Lisa, the Richard Berry. The X4 arrived in Australia in 2014. I know, I was there. See, BMW now had a smaller, more affordable version of beautiful ugly. Now this new generation one is here and it looks even more beautiful ugly. Using cutting edge technology, which may or not be paper, scissors and glue, we can show you exactly how the styling has changed between the models. Previous model, new model. Previous model, new model. Previous model, new model. Yes, that profile is now sleeker, that roofline lower, that kidney grille is now enormouser, and the back looks... The X4's dimensions have changed. It's bigger. Even though the X4 looks just like a mini-me, the X6, it's actually the X3, which is its twin under the skin. Yes, it shares the same platform and has a lot in common with it, apart from the X3's practicality. So, has all the utility been taken out of sports utility vehicle for the X4? No, well, not all of it. The boot opening is huge, it's like jumping into a hot tub. Cannonball! And the capacity is bigger than before at 525 litres, and that's not much smaller than the X3's. But unlike the X3, that sloping roofline and that sleek hatchback window is going to limit putting tall things in. Rear headroom and legroom is going to be terrible, right? No, not terrible, but it's better than before. Well, legroom is. Richard is 191 centimeters tall and there's enough space for his tentacles. Now the previous model's interior was ancient and this new X4 has fixed all that by stealing a stack of stuff out of the BMW 5 and 7 series. Even the base grade comes with a 10.25-inch touchscreen with sat-nav across the range, there's a head-up display, cloth leather seats and 3-zone climate control. Okay, the lineup. The entry X4 is the petrol xDrive 20i and its diesel brother the xDrive 20D. Above them is the xDrive 30i and at the top, as you know, is the X4 M40i.
Now the X4 M40i is not a M car. It's not like an M3, or there is an X4 M coming, but this is not it. This is from the M Performance range, which is kind of like somewhere in between the regular cars and a hardcore M car. It means it's far more livable, but still gives you a bit of a wild side too, like that. Now, 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds, which is excellent.
While that straight 6 is one of the best engines BMW has ever made and it should be put in everything, it's not. The 20i and 30i have turbo petrol 4 cylinders and the 20D has a turbo diesel 4. All are all-wheel drive and all have a great 8-speed automatic.
The X4 proves that people aren't all the same, that beautiful ugly can triumph over plain and boring, that form can win over function. I tell you what, you're gonna have to be tough, because there are gonna be folks one day in a Land Cruiser that are looking at your car and they're gonna think it's not a proper 4-wheel drive. I tell you what, they might think they're gonna do kakadoo one day, but I tell you what, they're not. No one does kakadoo! And besides, isn't the whole primary purpose of a motor vehicle to drive anyway? And that's what the X4 does so well, particularly the M40i. How are we doing for time? Oh, I've peaked a bit early, haven't I? Still got another 8 seconds to go. Oh, it's windy.
If you want to find out how I got that score at the end, just go to carsguide.com.au for the full review and subscribe. That way you're not going to miss a single one of our videos. Oh, and hit the like button. You know, you like it, don't you?